Guys, welcome back to the channel. Going to do a quick review of my top 10 pickups of my Star Wars collection for 20. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Mark here on the Golf Jedi channel, and it's New Year's Eve, and I thought this is a long overdue video for me in terms of bringing some Star Wars content to my channel. It's for the last while been, for different reasons, just been focusing on kind of my sneaker collection and golf. But as you can probably tell from the title of the channel, I'm a big Star Wars fan as well. So I thought it would be a good opportunity to do my top 10 pickups of 2020 of the Black Series that I collect. And yeah, so I thought it'd be a good idea to get started and start ramping up my Star Wars content on my channel, which, as I said, has been long overdue. So here's my 10 figures that are in the top 10, so to speak. And yeah, it's been a difficult one actually, because there's been a lot of stuff released this year for Star Wars collectors. So even narrowing it down to these 10 was quite difficult. But that said, let's get going with the top 10. So for me, starting off on my top 10, and I'm doing this kind of off the cuff. I haven't scripted it or written it down, which arguably I should have, but I'm trying to do it as I see it, so to speak. So I'm just really going to call it off the top of my head. So I'm going to rank them kind of in reverse order for me. So I suppose starting off with number 10 for me would be definitely Kit Fisto. So one of my favorite Jedis from the movies. Love the figure. The only comment I would have about the figure maybe is that it's a little bit out of proportion height wise, but yeah, really love the character, love the figure, and it's always good to have a new Jedi in the collection. So yeah, Kit Fisto is coming in at number 10 for me, while I put him aside just there. Number 9, as I look at the 10, for me, I suppose would have to be Commander Pyre. Again, really cool addition to my Stormtrooper collection. This was an exclusive at Disney for quite some time, but again, I just love anything to do with Stormtroopers. So yeah, so this guy is definitely a very cool pickup to have to the collection, and coming in at my number 9. Definitely a nice addition to my Stormtrooper shelf on my display. So that's my number 9 from the top 10. This is where it starts to get difficult, because I'm doing this on the fly and I'm looking down. But for me, at number 8, I would go at the Heavy Duty Mandalorian from the Mandalorian series that we've been just watching. As you can see on the t-shirt, I'm a big fan of that as well. Really cool figure. Really depicts the character in season 1 of the Mandalorian really accurately. And yeah, really happy to have any type of Mandalorian figure added to the collection as well. So this guy's pretty cool. So he's coming in at number 7. So looking at the figures down below, coming in at number 6 for me would be another Mandalorian figure, as it happens. It would be the Maul-Delorian, as they call him, or the Maul Loyalist Mandalorian figure. So this guy, if you're not familiar with the kind of the history or the series, or you follow it too in depth, he's basically aligned to Darth Maul when Darth Maul was holding the Darksaber in the Clone Wars or the Rebel series. So again, very cool deco on the armor, as you can see as well on the helmet. He's got the Darth Maul spikes on the top of the helmet as well. So yeah, anything to do with Mandalorians, I'm really a bit of a mark for. So another very cool addition to the collection, which is coming in at number 6. Sorry. So now where are we now? We're at 3, 4, 5, 6. We've 6 left. So this is where it starts to get a little bit tough, I suppose. So coming in at number 6 for me would have to be, yeah, it would be the new Ahsoka figure. So again, cool to have another Jedi to the collection. She made a fantastic appearance in the Mandalorian series as well. Rosario Dawson made a very cool effort at the kind of casting and kind of playing the character, which I think she did very well. And this figure is really cool as well. So any new Jedi is always a welcome addition to any Star Wars collector's edition. So that one's in at number 6 for me. So now we're down to the top 5. So again, doing this on the fly is kind of a little bit difficult. But for me, I suppose coming at my top 5 would be Darth Nihilus. So again, this is coming from the gamer collection, the gamer verse, so to speak. So he's a very popular figure from the gamer verse. Really cool figure. They reused the Darth Maul body mold, which I don't mind. But I could always, I like it. Any more additions to the Sith collection is always welcome. So again, another cool figure. Never thought I'd see this guy made as a figure, to be honest. So very nice to have it in the collection as well. So that's in at number 5. Now we're down to the top 4, which is kind of getting a little bit tricky. So coming in at number 4 for me would be our main man, Hondo. So I love this character. I was lucky enough to be in the Star Wars part of Disney last year, and he is a very prominent part in one of the rides as kind of a animatronic kind of introduction to the ride section. So very, very cool figure, very, very cool character. Hope to see more of him actually, even in the live series that are coming up. But yeah, coming in at number 4 would be Hondo. He's a little bit of a rogue, as everyone knows, so he's very, very cool. And now we're down to the top 3. Whew. So yeah, this is going to be tough. So coming in at number 3 for me would be Count Dooku. So again, love this guy. He's a very cool character both in the animated series and in the movies. Really, really good, badass kind of Sith character. Portrayed very differently from most Siths that we've seen on the screen. You know, not typically in black. He's a little bit more of a pompous, arrogant, elegant type of guy. But yeah, really, really like this character. And again, more Siths to the collection, the better. So in at number 3 would be Count Dooku. And now we're down to the final 2. So it comes down to 2 bounty hunters, maybe unsurprisingly. The Mandalorian and Cad Bane. Now for me, as you can see, I'm wearing a Mandalorian t-shirt. Big fan of the series, just a big Star Wars fan in general. I'm going to give number 2 to this Mandalorian figure. Love the series, love the character, love the figure. They've done a great job on it. Like the detail on it is tremendous. So yeah, very, very happy with the figure, but just quite couldn't give it number 1. So the Mandalorian, you're getting the number 2 spot for my pickups for 2020. And number 1 for me is Cad Bane. So this guy featured in predominantly in the Clone Wars animated series. Again, a bounty hunter, really, really cool figure, cool character. Hope we see him in the live series or the live episodes of some of the features coming up from Disney and Star Wars. Really badass kind of anti-hero, bounty hunter type, cowboy type character, and I think he would complement the Mandalorian really well if they decide to use this guy in season 3. So really, really hope to see this guy it coming up in the live action series next year. So number 1 for me for 2020 is Cad Bane. So yeah, so guys, New Year's Eve, that's my top 10 pickups done. Those pickups or those figures might necessarily have been released in 2020, but I just picked them up in 2020. So again, just my top 10, did it off the top of my head. As I said, if I do more content for Star Wars in the future, I'll do something a little bit more scripted and a little bit more formal, I suppose. But I just really wanted to get some content out for Star Wars because I've been putting it off for a long time, and yeah, I think it's long overdue. So with that said, guys, as I said, with the day that's in it, I just wanted to wish everybody, if you've got this far in the top 10, a really safe and happy new year. It's been a struggle for a lot of us for this year. We all know why, and I'm just hoping that 2021 brings everybody a little bit more normality, more Star Wars content as well, more stuff to buy and collect and impact our bank accounts and our credit cards on. And if you like Star Wars, feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be posting a lot more Star Wars stuff now coming over the coming weeks, now that I've started. So it won't just be golf, sneakers, technology. It will be a lot of Star Wars stuff as well. I know there's a big Star Wars community on YouTube, and I'm just hoping to be a little bit of a small part of that. So guys, thanks for stopping along. Appreciate you looking at the video. Please feel free to give it a thumbs up. And that just shows me that Star Wars content is something that you guys like, and the community is interested in seeing. And I hope to catch you again on a video very, very soon. Talk to you then.